Are you someone trying to build out a career in product management but are just overwhelmed by the amount of information available out there? Don't worry. I am going to help you in a way that I helped myself years back when I was in the same position as you. So stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Rubabdat Sharma. I am a senior product manager and have around 12 years of work experience as of 2022. If you would like to know more about me or this channel, look out for the introduction video above. Otherwise, let's get right into today's topic. So the topic for today is preparing for product management interview. So here is what I would ideally do if I was starting off. Alright, so it's going to be a 3-step approach. Step 1 being look out for the job opportunities in product management. Seems obvious, right? So when I say look out for the job opportunities, it means, spend maybe a couple of months every day, spend some time, going through LinkedIn or any other job portal websites and see what are the job openings or what are the companies who are hiring for associate product manager role. Now be cautious here because you only do not want to limit it to associate product managers because some companies they call it associate product managers, whereas the same roles and responsibilities are also applicable for product manager in their organization. So do a check wherein for associate product manager, for product owner in some cases. So definitely do that research and see what is the market requirement, like what are the companies expecting out of people when they say that they want an associate product manager or a product manager to work within their company. So definitely that is going to be the first step. Before even you start preparing for interviews and applying for interviews, you want to be 100% sure on what is the market requirement, like what are the companies expecting, etc. The reason you want to do this as a first step is because maybe last time you did the job hunt or job search, the market changes so rapidly, the requirements change so rapidly. So you want to make sure whenever you are starting out, you are doing that market research. Don't rely on what was expected out of an associate product manager 5 years ago is going to be relevant now as well, because markets are changing, needs are changing, and so are all the roles. All the roles are evolving so much. So definitely do that as a first step is what my recommendation would be. Now I would usually start off with LinkedIn because it covers the global market and global companies, so that's really helpful. So you could start off with that or other job search platforms, any of your preference, but LinkedIn definitely include that in your search. Now in this research, when you are looking out for, all right, you search that give me the jobs for associate product manager or a product manager. When you're doing this research, make a note of everything, otherwise you're going to forget. Because say you have done a research on 50 companies, can you remember what was the requirements or the needs from those 50 companies? No, we cannot. Like, that's the human nature, right? There's no one judging over you. So make a note of all these things. So a best practice here that I would usually follow is I would prepare an Excel, and in there I would write all the things that are required. Now I'm not going to write each and every sentence and copy paste it from there, like only high level keywords. When you are reading the job description for an associate product manager or product manager, keywords that would stand out are things like should be good at prioritization, or should be good at stakeholder management, should know how to prepare user stories, or should know how to prepare requirements documents. So these are the keywords that you got to write. You don't have to like copy paste and make it a lengthy Excel that it's going to be difficult for you only to digest it later on. So just take those keywords from all the job openings that are posted and make an Excel and keep that with you for your reference, because that's going to really help. In fact, I think what would help you is I'll prepare a template based on, so I am recording this video, it's 12th of February 2023. So I am going to do a little bit of research on my own on, as of now, like what are the requirements from an associate product manager / product manager role. I'll prepare a template and list down the keywords and all other details which will be helpful for me when I am preparing. So look out for that. That's going to be available as an Excel or a PDF downloadable file for you. You can obviously customize that based on your needs, but I think that's going to be really helpful. So you know what I mean, like what that Excel is supposed to have. Now do this level of research for maybe 3 months. don't only do it for 1 week or 2 weeks. You want to make sure you're covering maximum companies across maximum locations. So after 3 months, as an example, you will have an 3 months, or maybe 2 months is also a good time. So after that time period, whatever you've chosen, after you finish your research, you will have the list of requirements of what companies are expecting out of a product manager / associate product manager as of 2023, or whenever you're watching this video. So that Excel is going to be your Bible when you are going to start preparing for the interviews. So even before start preparing, you need to do this exercise. You need to see what is it the companies are expecting. So it's going to be really helpful. I would highly recommend doing this. So just one last thing to mention here is, when you're doing these searches, you can also turn on the job alerts. What I mean by that is, there's a toggle present over there that you want to be notified as and when a new job is posted based on the filters you've applied. So do that so that you're not missing out on anything. So that's going to be really helpful as well. And don't apply so many filters, like don't narrow it down so much at the beginning. Associate product manager, located in Bangalore, experience this, salary this. Don't apply so many filters at this stage, because you might end up having 0 results based on your search criteria. So don't apply so many filters. Just apply maybe associate product manager or product owner in India as an example. Just keep it very generic, because you are not applying at this point. And do not start applying at this time, because you've not prepared. You never know when you can start getting emails or calls for interview. So don't apply, don't rush into the process. The process takes time. So go with the flow and make sure you're following each and every step. So don't apply so many filters. Keep it very basic and make sure you are notified into your email inboxes or wherever of whenever there is a new job posted in that particular region for the role that you're looking for. So that's going to be really helpful at this stage as well. Now, if you've stayed so far and if you've liked what I'm saying and you can relate to it, definitely do not forget to hit like and subscribe, as it will help me and my channel grow. Now we move on to the step number 2, which is prepare. Again something that seems very obvious. Now you've got a list of all the requirements of what are the companies expecting. Now you are going to do the actual work of preparing for the interview. So whatever keywords you've listed out in your Excel, you want to start Googling them and you want to start researching about them. Now I have done a video before this explaining how you can transition into a product management role, what are the things that you should do, what are the skills that a product manager needs, what are the YouTube channels, etc. that I personally find very helpful. So I think I'm going to link that video above, so do check it out. It's going to be a really helpful resource when you're going to be preparing for the interviews. And another thing to mention, that the video, it's like a 6-month preparation timeline. There's also I think a PDF that I've provided alongside it, and it also has a sample exercise for you. So definitely check that out. It's going to be really helpful when you're preparing for the interviews. And now that you're done with this preparation step, you've reached a stage wherein all the keywords that you've written down in an Excel, you understand all of them and you can answer about all of them. That's when we move on to the next step. Now the step number 3 and the last step is tweak the resume and start applying. Now the reason I've said tweak the resume is important, because many a times I have been in this situation many a times, wherein even though I think I've written the perfect resume in terms of format, etc., recruiters don't shortlist it. The reason being because recruiters, they have been given a list of keywords that they look out for in a resume before shortlisting it, or in other words, before giving a call to the interviewee. So tweaking the resume based on the company needs is really important. So suppose you're applying at Deloitte as an example. So you look out for what have they asked, and maybe pick up 4 or 5 keywords from that job opening and put it in your resume. Now I'm not saying that fake it. If you don't know it, you're still putting it. I'm not recommending that. So what I'm recommending is take out few keywords from that job description and put those keywords in the resume, so that the recruiter who is reviewing the resume, they are looking at that keywords and think, yes, this person has the skill set what we are looking for, so let's definitely give them a call. So that tweaking of resume is going to be really helpful. Now, I am no resume making expert, that's not my expertise, so but there I think are a couple of services available outside, not a couple actually, a lot of services available outside who review the resume and provide services to get them updated, etc, etc. You can check that out if you want, but as I preach in all my videos, first try it out yourself. If you do not think that it's working, then go for a paid option. Otherwise, I think it's worth trying out by yourself first in terms of tweaking the resume based on what the companies are looking for, etc. Now, once your resume is tweaked, you are going to start applying on the job portals, on all these job openings. Now, a caution here, job search is really a tedious process. It's it takes a toll on your energy, your mental health and mental space, because that's how it is. You don't get calls immediately as soon as you start applying. Don't expect today I've applied to 5 companies, tomorrow I'm get called to at least 1 or 2. That doesn't happen. So this thing takes time, so stay on with it, trust that you can do it, give your 100%. I think you will definitely reach there. So I have done a video before this, talking about if at all you feel you're lost in life and you feel unmotivated and overwhelmed and anxious and stressed, etc, etc. So the video is right up there. You can go check that out if you've reached. I hope you don't reach that stage and you're enjoying this process, but if you reach that stage, that video is out there for you. Definitely look out for it. I think that video will give you the perspective into a life on what you want to do based on what you enjoy, etc, etc. Otherwise, I think that's all for now. If you've liked what I said and if you can relate to all of what I say usually, definitely do not forget to hit like and subscribe, and definitely feel free to comment if you feel you are getting stuck with this interview process. Definitely happy to respond. I usually respond to 100% of my messages, so definitely comment in there and let me know if you face any issues with the interview process, etc. Otherwise, see you all next week. Bye bye.